What is going on, ladies and gents? Hopefully we are doing well today. Good to see us all here. Happy Friday as well. We got quite a bit to go through today, guys. I have a very cool live stream to walk us through. I want to talk a bit about product research and the nuances of actually understanding how to do real and correct product research, guys, which should be super, super fun. So let me go ahead and check our groups here, make sure that we are good to go. Very nice. Okay. Guys, one of the biggest things I want us to realize here, right? Product research is the most important piece of all your marketing. Guys, one of the biggest things I want us to realize. Let me go ahead and tag everyone here. I am live. Join in. All right. Very nice. But guys, good to see us. Hopefully we're doing well today. I wanted to come out here and kind of walk you guys through exactly okay, what we have going on. So first and foremost, good morning. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. Good to see everybody here as we rack in more and more folks. Good to see you guys. Good morning. Good morning. What is going on, my people? Hopefully you guys are doing well. I wanted to just go live this morning and kind of share what is on my mind. So one of the biggest things in product research, guys, is approaching, first and foremost, how you think of the pricing. So many people fail to understand how to actually find a product that will make you do well, right? They want to choose products that are cheap, that they could get sales with quicker or easier or cheaper. But in reality, the focus should be actually having real consistency with your margin, okay? One of the biggest things I want you to focus on is having product per unit pricing, product per unit profit of $30, $40, $50, $60 or more. One of the easiest ways to find true consistency is by covering your first and second day of ad spend by only 1 or 2 sales in the first days of you marketing and testing. One of the biggest things that I want everyone, and I appreciate you guys as well. Good to see everyone here. I appreciate all you guys. See everyone hop on, everyone commenting. We're live in several groups right now, which is really cool, guys. We're live in our YouTube channel, Platinum. Good to see you, Plat. We are on Dropify, Beyond Six Figures with Justin Wall, Dropshipping for Beginners, Ecom Empires. Good to see everybody. Comment below where you're watching from as well. I'm using StreamYard to broadcast to multiple groups, which is super cool. And I see like the whole portal on my end. But I wanted to just enlighten us all here today on product research. The things that I've been seeing have a huge importance in not only my success, but also my students' consistent success. And it's margin, okay? It's all margin, okay? That's the most important thing you have to focus on here. Think about it like this. If we're running our algorithmic targeting structure with 11 audiences on $5 a piece, that's $55 a day, okay, when you're testing, which isn't much at all because we have a very unique and structured testing style. Now, hear me out here. We follow the 3-day rule. Day 1, no view content, we kill it. Day 2, no add to cart, we kill it. And day 3, no purchase, we kill it. Okay? Meaning you're going to be turning off audiences that don't perform even day 1. Okay? Meaning that your spend will be lower to about maybe $20 to $35 a day. Meaning that if you have a product that gets you $50, $60 profit per sale, okay? Taking into consideration the ad costs as well, you can easily cover the entire day of ad spend and more just with a few sales, okay? If you're starting off, which is so important for you to realize here, okay? Many of us want to focus on large consistency at scale, absolutely. But how about we focus on building up and being able to sustain ourselves when we first begin as well? That's one of the coolest parts, right? Actually understanding how to have a proper pricing to profit ratio when you're first starting. Because that's going to help you not only sleep better at night, but just manage your actual spend more and just see a return quicker. And that's the whole goal. So think of it like this, guys. And give me the number 7 down below if this is an eye-opener for you. But imagine if we can cover the whole day of total ad spend with 1 or 2 sales. So if we're only spending $55 a day, we're killing a few of our audiences on day 1, meaning we're only spending about $25 to $35 a day to continue that product. If we're making $50, $60 profit per unit sales, we're covering the entire day in ad spend and then some, and then not even counting the additional sales and momentum that you get that day as well, which would just be adding into the profit, right? That's the goal there. Make sure that your margin, your actual profit lines up with your actual ad strategy. Everything that we do here at Beyond Six Figures is cohesive, right? That's why you see so many people doing well. It's because we focus on not only building a foundation, right, with actual infrastructure, not a house of cards, but we focus on linear growth and consistency like this. We don't want you just scaling like this, because guess what happens when you scale like this? It ends up like that oftentimes, right? You value consistency. You value having a real infrastructure in your company, okay? That's the most important piece, and I want us to understand that. Now, one of the biggest things, guys, okay, with product research as well as margin is if you can find products that pass our Beyond Six Figures system alongside being 30, 40, 50, $60 plus profit per unit products, you can do very, very well. Okay, very, very well. And my whole reason for telling you this is because if you focus your product research only on products that have the higher margin or have the slightly higher pricing with, a rough maximum retail of about 150 to 200, 250, right? 250 is kind of pushing it, right? 200 is really kind of where you want to be in terms of maximum. So if you could be between $100 to $200 and find a product that you could make a profit of 30, 40, 50, $60 plus on, you're sitting pretty. Right. And what happens here, guys, okay, as you increase your product pricing or your product margin and compare it to other items or your other friends or colleagues who are selling crap items that are inexpensive and don't have any margin, you'll notice that even though your product is a little bit more expensive or your product has a little bit higher margin, right? The amount of dollars that your product goes up in pricing or your product goes up in margin, the cost per acquisition that it takes you to acquire a buyer for that product does not go up as much as the profit per unit goes up, meaning that you could essentially sell a more expensive product and only have to pay a little bit more in ad spend to acquire a consumer for said item. Okay. And that's the magic of selling items that aren't like $15 or $12 or $20. Stay focused on higher margin or higher price products. That's the most important thing for us to understand here. Now, if we focus on products, okay, that have the 30, 40, 50, $60 margin, okay, products that actually pass the product research system here at Beyond Six Figures, and you're combining all these different pieces and aspects of finding a phenomenal product, your hit rate is going to be so much higher. So many people in this industry, they throw random shit at the wall hoping it sticks. They're guessing. They're using what they believe works well. That almost will never, ever, ever do you right unless you just get lucky, right? There's a reason I'm able to build these businesses up over and over again. There's a reason that my students are able to build these up over and over again and to build portfolios, right? It's because when you focus on these sound metrics, these rulings, you're going to find yourself in a much easier place to maintain consistency and actually maintain real scale upward as well. And that's what I want you to understand here, guys. Focus on the higher price products, not because I want you to spend more to acquire a consumer, absolutely not, but solely because if you're focusing on higher price products, you'll be making more dollars per sale. And you'll be selling less, dealing with less supply chain bullshit, less supply chain issues, and still being able to maintain consistency thereafter with your actual margin and being really profitable. Because with our algorithmic system, guys, we're running our 11 audiences on 5 apiece, like I said. So if you can manage yourself to build a system to be able to be profitable within 1 or 2 sales as you first begin, you're going to be in such a spot where you're going to be comfortable. You'll be able to spend more. You'll be able to actually go deeper into the advertising campaign. You'll be able to optimize further because you could leave the ads on longer. All these things enable you to actually be in the game longer and to actually stay focused and consistent without feeling like you have to have your back against the wall while running paid traffic, right? And that's why we do so well. That's why we build momentum first before scaling, because you care about keeping it going long term and keeping it going, right? And maintaining consistency, guys. And that's one of the biggest things that I wanted to mention, right, is lining up your product research, not only meet the product research system that we use in this Facebook group at Beyond Six Figures, but also focusing on the product pricing and the margin as well in conjunction with what you're looking at, okay? Now, let's talk about this, guys. So that's our first kind of rendition that I want us to walk us through. Here's our next piece. So the question is, Justin, how do we find products like that? How do we find niches and markets that are high perception? Well, here's the answer, guys. And please, please, please give me a 7. Give me a 7 down below, lucky number 7s, if this makes sense to you. We focus on getting involved in markets and niches where people are already okay with paying a bit more for the products or for any product in that niche or market. For example, if I walk into a Tesla dealership, right, and I see Toyota prices, I might buy same day. But if I walk into a Toyota dealership and I see Tesla prices, I'm never buying. Okay, so if I'm walking into an environment where people are already okay with paying more for the product and I'm presenting a less expensive product, they're going to be more keen because they're already cool. They're already on the same page they're already down to pay more in this niche, in this market. So if you find these niches and you find these markets where people are already okay with paying more for product because of the perception or the high perceived value, it makes your life so much easier because you no longer have to focus on trying to showcase or explain why the product is worth this amount. They already know. They already know. So think of it like this, guys. Excuse my voice. Think of it like this. The same reason that we have a post-purchase upsell, that is the same exact product that they just bought, and the same reason that the post-purchase upsell, being the same product that they just bought, has the highest conversion rate and has the highest take rate, is because the people are already sold. They're already okay with paying and buying that product. And if you're taking the pricing and lowering it on the post-purchase upsell, they will convert on the spot. Same thing with you getting involved in a niche or a market where people are already okay with paying a bit more for products in that niche, right? It's a lot less selling you have to do, a lot less persuasion, right? And more just showcasing what the product actually does, like showing the true benefits, because people are already okay. I see tons of 7s here as well, which is awesome. So that's exactly it, guys, right? Realize that. See a lot of awesome people here as well. St. Augustine, we got Hungary, we got my man Mohammed. Good to see you. Good morning to you as well, guys. Good to see everyone here. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Good to see everybody here. Drop a comment down below. Drop any questions you guys have down below as well. But guys, let me know if that makes sense real quick. Give me more 7s down below if that makes sense. If you see how getting into a market that people are already okay with paying a little bit more for, or they're already on the same page with how much these products cost, and then you are effectively lowering the pricing, but keeping the same marketing angling, you're going to be in a position where you're going to win, right? And that's more tons of 7s. Very good. And I'm phenomenal, brother. How are you as well? Now, keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. If you focus on that, you will have a plethora of phenomenal movements, okay? That's why you see my students building up multiple brands, having multiple products that are doing well. Because when you focus all your time and most of your time and energy on product research, you actually realize, oh, wait, this is the most important part, bar none, right? Your product is the most important part of your entire marketing and consumer journey. No one's going to go through your funnel unless they want your product, right? Which is why you have to be certain that the product has demand, right? Go inside our Beyond Six Figures Facebook group. Look in the units section. Use our product research system. Don't use these TikTok imbeciles who have no idea what they're doing, okay? There's people on TikTok, all these people who haven't been in the game for more than 2 or 3 years. I've been doing this since I was literally 13, 14 years old building online. I'm 28 now. It's like 15 years. I've been seeing the market, seeing the changes, okay? That's why we have some of the most consistent results ever in our e-commerce communities as well, because we understand how to build a company, and we need the same respect, okay, for building a company as if you were building a brand new Starbucks. Don't let some idiot on TikTok tell you you're going to scale to 100K a month overnight. That's not how it works. They're BSing and they're lying to you. You need to build an infrastructure and slowly but surely get to those levels. You're not going to immediately scale to 100K a month or $1 million a month. You can get to those numbers, absolutely, but you have to maintain and slowly but surely get there, because nothing is overnight. Don't let anyone tell you that. And you need to build an actual foundation. Anything that actually is achieved overnight, okay, there needs to be proper systems and proper infrastructure to sustain it. So don't let any of these people tell you that any of this is achievable overnight. You need to have realistic expectations. You're building a company same way that you would build a Starbucks in person, brick and mortar. Have the same respect for it. Okay, one of the biggest reasons that so many people think they can just jump into e-com and hit 100K a month same day is because the barrier to entry is so low. And that's one of the biggest problems, is because the barrier to entry is so low, people think it's easy just to get in and do 100K and having no systems and structure. When you have systems and structure, then you could get to those numbers, but it's not going to be instant. You want gradual scale, so you don't blow up your processors, you don't blow up your Facebook ad accounts, right? You don't just piss off your overall entire consumer journey, right? The whole goal is actually enable you to maintain what you're doing here, right? So don't let any person on TikTok or whatever tell you you're going to hit these numbers overnight, especially when they're just giving you some random ideology without a real proven system. You need infrastructure, you need consistency, and you're building a long-term asset here. Okay, not just some 2-week pump and dump. That's the difference of what you want to understand. Okay, we're building a real company, a real business. Treat it as such. Put some respect on the name of the business, right? That's the real ideology of what we want to realize here as well. So let's roll back for a few seconds, guys. Let's talk about what we went through. We talked about product margin, making sure that your product pricing is $30, $40, $50, $60 or more so you can make more profit per unit. We're talking about actually ensuring that you're hitting those margin numbers to make it so that only one or a few sales will cover and more your entire day in ad spend, enabling you to scale even further and maintain extreme comfortability, which is incredible. Okay. And we also talked about getting involved in markets where people are already okay with paying a little bit more for the product. Okay. Because they know that that's a high perceived value niche. Here's an example. Let's say we walk into the skincare center. Okay. And we know the high-end acne cream, right? The high-end acne cream that works super quick and works super well. We already know that's going to cost like 80 to 90 bucks. We already know that. I already know that. I'm walking in that aisle prepared to spend 80. I'm prepared to spend 80. I didn't even see any ads yet. I just know because of the market and because of my experience in the market, like most of the people you're selling to, they know how much things should typically cost within some certain range, right? They're going to come to they're going to be prepared to drop 70, drop 80 in skincare, right? If they're looking for a high-end particular item. Okay, keep that in mind. If you get involved in markets where people are already okay with paying more, you have to do a lot less selling and just more overall offer stacking and showcasing what your product does, right? That's the true goal. It's less persuasiveness and more just focus on the benefits of what the item does. What is the damn results, right? Transitioning into a real logical and emotional standpoint. Okay, that's what you have to convey to, ladies and gents. Logical and emotional standpoints with this entire process. So think about it like this, guys. What I'm walking us through right now, okay, this may seem complicated. It may seem advanced. It may not seem advanced. But what I want you to realize here is the conjunction of everything that you're adding together is what equates to your consistency as a business, your consistency as a store owner, right? You're not just taking little pieces here and there and applying little minute, systems and structure. You need a full-on foundation. Right? That's why all of these things done well in conjunction with each other will equate to an actual thriving and flourishing system and consumer journey. That's the real goal of what we all want to understand here, guys, as well. And for everyone who's just hopping in, good to see everyone also. Right? We're going crazy with product research. We're talking product pricing. We're talking margin. We're talking niches. Whether you're watching on YouTube, whether you're watching in Platinum, whether you're watching in Shopify Dropshipping, YouTube, Dropify, Ecom Empires, Beyond Six Figures with Justin Wall. Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well today, guys. I'm going to start dropping a lot more value and heat like this consistently as well. And if you want to see me do this live more, give me a number 1 down below. Drop number 1 down below, guys, and put a heart on this video. If you don't mind just putting a heart on here, just to help out the Facebook algorithm. It does help, and I'd appreciate that. And yeah, guys, it's been incredible. If you've seen the Beyond Six Figures group over the last several weeks, we have an insane amount of consistency. Shout out Mike Brown, one of my students, hitting his first $100,000 month. Congratulations, my brother. We also had Quentin hit his first 1.6K day. I actually went to college with Quentin before I dropped out of Rutgers University. Fun fact for you guys, Quentin was the first guy I ever met at Rutgers when I went there. Long story short, I ended up winning the Entrepreneurship Award out of 80,000 people. I had like 6 companies, right? And I won the Entrepreneurship Award and I dropped out, right? And I scaled all my companies. Quentin was the first person I met at Rutgers, right? And he saw what the hell I did. And he's like, what is going on? Justin, show me what you do, right? He joined my program, the Platinum Club, and worked with me for a full year. And the kid just hit his first 1.6K day 2 days ago with only $200 in ad spend, right? And that's it. He's just some guy who met me in college before I dropped out, before this stuff really, really scaled, right? Which is pretty sick. So shout out to you as well, Quentin. Shout out to you, Mike. Mike hit his first $100,000 month, right? Michael Langer, you're doing $50,000 a month. Shout out to yourself as well, my brother. A lot of us doing great numbers right now, right? Because when you maintain consistency and you actually have real foundation, you could maintain it, right? It's about actually being consistent, not just running a 2-week pump and dump. No one gives a shit about the business that you had for 2 weeks, okay? Neither should you. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Neither should you. You should focus on longevity, long-term consistency. That's the only thing that's going to allow you to sleep at night, is actually having a true foundation and being consistent and not just telling yourself that you're happy for the moment and you know your business is going to be in shambles in a week. No. Okay. If you build your company like these TikTok gurus out there who just tell you to launch shit, right? And, launch this organic ad. And dude, keep in mind, anyone who's making real money knows that Facebook and Instagram is where the real money's at. Anyone who's doing real money, you add Google, you add email, SMS, TikTok, Pinterest, etc., on top of the infrastructure after you build consistency with Facebook and Instagram. Okay, keep that in mind. Now, what's important? Hey, good to see you as well. What is up? What is up? We got tons of ones down here, guys. I'll definitely be doing more of these. Tons of sevens as well. Great engagement. Appreciate you guys. But seriously, I just wanted to mention all these things for y'all. Very, very important. I'll be coming up live a lot more for you guys as well to drop value bombs like this. But do yourself a favor. Watch the replay again. Take notes and write all those points down. Okay, by writing all those points down, you're going to see how we've been able to maintain so much consistency. This is what we're doing. This is only one part of our Beyond Six Figure system. This is only one part of my mentorship, one part of my coaching. We literally have the most consistent results in the marketplace. Check any Facebook group on planet Earth. Nothing has even close to what we've been able to achieve here at BSF for a good reason too. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this stuff every single damn day in my life, right? I love what I do. I've been doing this since I was 13, 14 years old. That's like literally 15 years. And I work with companies from Shark Tank. I was working with Panda Express. I built out their back-end pronunciation program that they use across the United States. They're the largest Chinese food chain in America. I just got done working with the quarterback of the Jets, which is kind of cool. I've worked with some of the biggest people you guys see in the industry. I'm the guy on their back end building their businesses out, building their systems out, and making sure they cash flow in the back end, which is pretty cool. Some of the biggest guys not only started right here at BSF, but I'm also their back end builder, building out the actual business and making the money, which is cool. And what's cool about it, guys, I don't have millions and millions of followers on TikTok or YouTube, but I make millions and millions of dollars, right? More so than the people who do, because I'm a businessman. I like to build companies and I build systems and structures, right? That's what I love to do. I don't love being on camera and stuff like that, although I like to do these lives and talk to my people. Guess what? I focus on building companies. And guess what? Only reason I have the leverage of doing that is because I have systems and structure. If I had no systems and structure, I would be forced to go on TikTok and dance and all this shit. Right. But because I know how to build companies and know how to build businesses and I have systems and structures, I could do what I want. Right. Which is awesome. It gives me the freedom to live how I like to live. Right. I'm not the guy that likes to be doing TikTok and YouTube all day long. Right. I'm the guy who likes to build companies and do awesome things in that respect. Right. And the real builder. Right. And only reason I could do that is because I have systems and structure that keep me consistent. Right. And that's the real goal of what I want us all to understand here. Systems and structure is what's going to allow you to set yourself free. Okay. And that's what you have to understand. Systems and structure will set you free. Okay. He says, love you, Justin. You're among the few who provide actual value to the community. Thank you so much. I appreciate that more than you know. Seriously, I appreciate that. I've been doing this for a while now. Right. And my biggest thing is enabling you guys to not be fed bullshit from the peanut gallery, people telling you you're going to hit $1 million overnight. It's not like that. Right. So don't let anyone BS and lie to you. Okay. You have to build out the infrastructure first, and it takes time and energy, and it's hard. This shit is hard. It's not easy. Okay. It's not rocket science, but it sure as hell ain't easy. Okay. So don't let anyone tell you it's easy. Right. Having systems and structure makes it easier for sure. Right. But it's not easy. Right. So if you're struggling or you're grinding through the process right now, realize good, because if it was easy and a walk in the park, you're probably like the 99% that we're just rushing through it and are going to fail because they have no idea what they're doing. They have no coaching. They have no guidance. They have no mentorship. They have no systems. They have no structure, right? This is why you need to be in Platinum Club, because you get everything checked. You don't spend a single penny till it goes through me and the team first. You have sessions with me that are unlimited every single week. It's insane. No one offers what I do here at BSF because I know what it takes. I've been doing this since I was 13 and 14. Okay. Literally, I know the coaching that you need to actually get you where you need to be. I was that young kid who was lost and had no idea what the heck to do. I was that guy. I was that kid. Only reason that I could be 28 years old to be able to have this type of direction in this market is because I've been failing for 10 years. Okay. I've 13 years. I've been building, winning, and failing for freaking 13 years already. Right. It may look, oh, Justin's young. He might be an overnight success. I've been building online since I was 13 and 14 years old. When I was 14, 15 years old, I was running a staff of like 70 people online. Right. And that was actually what was called Link Region. My company, I actually sold at that age under my mom's PayPal, and majority of my staff went on to FaZe Clan. My co-leader went on to FaZe Clan. My whole team went on to FaZe Clan after I sold the company. If you guys know, FaZe Clan was $1 billion publicly traded company on the stock market. Right, which is pretty sick. And I was 13, 14. I recruited so many people to my business at the time. I had 70 people on my team. I didn't tell anyone my real name because I didn't want them to know how young I was. I had like my online alias, right? I didn't want them to know I was like 14 years old. But that was my first company. And the only reason I know these things and I can say these things, guys, is because I've been doing this shit for so long. There's people who are maybe 60 years old, 65, 70 years old. I've been doing it longer than a lot of those folks. right? I'm not saying that to brag or be arrogant. I want you guys to know that the shit that I say comes from a place of experience and some sort of wisdom, right? I got to grow older to get more wisdom, but I've been doing this for so long to where like I know how things go. I know how the market changes, and that's how I'm able to help you guys do this correctly. I've seen every change in the marketplace for the last 10 years, right? So realize that, guys. And I appreciate all your guys' hard work and effort to support my community as well. It's been insane, and it's not just my community. This is our community. Like, utilize it, guys. If you have questions or anything else, like ask it. Like, use the group. You ask questions that you have. Like, use the damn group for anything you guys need. There's a reason that we have it. And it's been incredible, guys. Thank you for the support and all the amazing words over the last several weeks. I've been dropping like lots of awesome value posts and everything else in between. And you guys are always so grateful for that. And that never goes unnoticed. And I appreciate that more than you guys know. It keeps the wind in my sails and keeps me rocking and rolling and keeps me pushing forward. And I appreciate that more than you guys know, for real. So, if anyone has any questions, you have anything at all that you would like to ask me, you can just comment it down below or ask. If you'd like to go ahead and learn more about platinum as well, just go to justinwall.com/platinum, right? And you could watch the video there. You can shoot me a message. Basically, you just go to justinwall.com/platinum, and there's a button there that'll allow you to go into a messenger chat with me or book a call. Do that. I don't mind having you guys reach out on that link. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. And Muhammad says, what are some awesome niches? Guys, some of the best niches right now: outdoor experience products, cosmetic products, okay, specifically hair oil, okay, tactical products are absolutely hot right now. Personalized goods for commemorating moments are extremely hot, okay? Those are some of the hottest markets that I see right now, hands down. And one of the things I want you to make you guys aware of also, realize that those markets are also higher perceived value markets. So a lot of the time people are already okay with paying a bit more there. Notice the correlation to what I said previously, right? Get involved in those markets that I just said. Those markets are also high perception and high perceived value markets as well, okay? So start thinking and doing some due diligence yourself. What are some other markets that people are already okay with paying a bit more for product in? Those are the markets you want to start to sell in. And I want you to write those down as well as the ones that I just gave you, and do your product research using the system that I have in my Facebook group in those markets. Guys, I'm literally giving you everything you need to do this correctly and to do it right and to actually build something legitimately. So use it. No one's giving this type of value anywhere. And that's why I like to keep it in my Facebook groups and just in my channels, right? So do your thing, make it happen. Like I said, if you're interested in learning more about how to work with me for a full year so I can literally work with you, turn you into an e-commerce rock star and keep you under my wings so you do this right and we build something together, go to justinwall.com/platinum, click the button there and opt in, ask me some questions, book a session, right? And then we'll answer all the questions you have and see if you're a good fit for it. Even if you're not, I'll tell you as well. I like to select the people that I work with. So, we keep our consistency at an extremely high rate. So ladies and gents, amazing stuff. I love y'all. Again, thank you for the amazing feedback and everything in between. And if you guys could, if you want to see more lives like this as well, we still got an awesome amount of people on right now. The retention has been great. Shout out to you guys. Seriously, guys, do me a favor, comment 7s down below, or if you like this session, just comment a cool comment down below. If you want to see more of these, just drop some comment down below, spam it if you could, guys, and drop a heart or like on this video. If you wouldn't mind doing it, just to help out the algorithm to push it to the other folks to see it. And guys, I look forward to continuing to rock and roll with y'all, drive incredible value. And like I said, if you're watching on the replay right now, do yourself a favor, watch this whole thing over again. I went through lots of incredible points on niches, markets, margin, products, and the overall market to get involved in to make it easier for yourself to actually make consistent sales. So I'll definitely be doing more of these. Lots of great feedback, and I appreciate you guys so much as well. Working from vacation. That's one of the beautiful parts about e-com. You can work from vacation. Excuse me. Or anywhere in the world, right? And overall, good stuff all around, guys. You want to see more, 100%. We'll definitely make it happen. I'll definitely drop more for you guys. I love y'all. If you're not in the Facebook group already, make sure you join. You go on Facebook, just type in Beyond Six Figures, all one word. You join the group with 50,000 people. But if you're looking to get more information about Platinum, do yourself a favor. Go ahead and type in justinwall.com/platinum, and you can see all the information you need to see there. And you could also contact me personally through that link as well. Muhammad says, amazing session as always. Thank you, my brother. Good to see you as well, Mo. I love you guys. Have a good rest of your day. Enjoy it. And I will see you guys soon.